Hi, this is Seth David from the world famous Nerd Enterprises Incorporated, bringing to you a special screencast. This time we're talking about Empire Avenue with some helpful navigation tips. Knowledge is power. Make an impact by learning more. Call me right now at 866-945-8070 for information about private trainings. We record the live session with you so you can review it as often as you like afterwards. Hi! So here we are, another webcast on another day on the Avenue, the Empire Avenue. Visit me at Nerds Social Network Help on Facebook so you can ask all your questions about how to build your empire on Empire Avenue. And of course, come over here to empireavenue.com/nerd to invest in me. I wanted to go over a couple simple tips and tricks that I've discovered have helped me navigating around in Empire Avenue. We talk about how to build our empire, and everybody's got their own opinion about strategy and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. And of course, then there are people who are going to chime in and say, well, it just depends on what your goals are. And I guess I definitely fit into one of those categories. I have my own goals on Empire Avenue. For me, Empire Avenue refers to themselves as the social stock market. The fact that the company, the people who created this, have made reference to themselves in a specific context, social stock market, tells me something about what their intention was for us. That doesn't mean that that's what we have to do, but at least it gives me a clue about how I might want to do things, because especially since they're kind of in control of the site, and they are, there's a whole point system here, if you haven't learned by now, in terms of how you get scores on your connections, and it's based on your activity on all the other social networks. And your dividends are paid out specifically based on this activity. And from what I'm noticing, I'm gathering some other factors too. I recently read somewhere somebody said that they were pretty sure that doing a mission will cause your dividends to go up. And I would probably concur with that based on what I've seen. I recently did a mission. I didn't increase my activity on other networks more so than normal, but my dividends did shoot up. So the point being that I probably would want to build my strategy around what I think the creators of this site intended for it, because that's probably how they're going to reward us. Anyway, couple tips and tricks. So the point being that it's if they refer to it as the social stock market, then chances are their intention is for it to be social. Now I know I'm of course not going to mention any names, but I know there are people out there who are in this and they just want to build up the best portfolio possible, and they're gonna, if you're a slider, they're gonna dump your stock, and if you start doing well, they're gonna buy your stock. And that's just not how I'm approaching this, and God bless them if that's what they want to do. To me, it's social, so it's about the engagement. It's about getting to know people, getting involved with people. I don't have to worry so much about being on the leaderboards as much as I have to worry about just making sure that I'm out here having a good time and meeting people. To me, there's no point if it's not fun. So along those lines, I've learned a few tricks for how to, I want to engage with people who are engaging with me. So I pay a lot of attention, put a lot of emphasis on the shout-outs. And so the first thing I do when I log in here is I scroll down and I'm at the home screen. And I see what's going on in my feed. People that I own stock in, it shows me their activity. So it looks like somebody here actually endorsed a feed of mine. Right? Somebody else did the same, endorsed the feed. Somebody completed one of my missions. So I'm looking here. So these are the people who are responding to what I'm doing on Empire Avenue. So probably I want to look at them first. Now, I happen to know that this person, Kim Garst, I think is her name, I'm pretty sure I'm already maxed out in her. So I can't do something by way of buying more shares in her. Sure enough, I own 250 shares in her. So what I can do is I can check her blogs. But before I even do that, the point I wanted to make is, in terms of navigation and getting through this quickly, what I really want to do is you want to build actions on Empire Avenue. That's one of the ways you get points for activity on Empire Avenue itself. And one quick way to do that is to use the browser's navigational features. Right, so this has nothing to do with Empire Avenue, what I'm about to show you. It's a browser function. It exists in all browsers, whether you're using IE, Firefox, Chrome, whatever it is. I'm using Firefox, as you can no doubt tell. But let's say I see this, so I want to follow up. I want to do something with her. If I just click on here, as you just saw, it takes me over within the same page. What I want to do is I want to be able to quickly get to all these people and do something, whether it's buy their shares or endorse a feed. So one quick way to do this is to right-click the link and choose Open Link in a new tab. So I'm creating like a little follow-up list. Here's another one. Right-click, Open Link in a new tab. You'll see it's opening them in new tabs. So this way I can just go through each tab and perform the action. Obviously, I don't need to do the same person twice. Then the next thing I can do is, this is the home screen. Now I want to go to my own profile, because there I'm going to see who posted shout-outs. And that means somebody specifically took the time not just to perform an action for me, not just buying my shares or completing a mission, but they actually took the time to say something. Like here's Liz Pullen. So I'm going to open hers up in a new tab, because I want to just go to each of these persons' pages on Empire Avenue and follow up and do something. So all these people I'm going to open up. There's Dana. And Michelle, I think we got already. We did, because we got her in the home feed. But if you're not sure, just do it anyway. And then Andy really, and Jackie, I know I'm already maxed out in. So now what's happened is I've got a bunch of tabs open, yes, but now I can quickly click on each tab. I maxed out in her. Let's make sure I've endorsed all her blogs. So I click over here in her blogs. And then I scroll down, and it looks like I haven't really endorsed, I've only endorsed like 2 of them. So now I'm going to quickly click and endorse all of her blogs. Every time I do this, that's an action on Empire Avenue. And I wouldn't necessarily do this if I didn't know her and know her activity on the internet and know that it was sort of legitimate. Empire Avenue doesn't want you just randomly endorsing blogs. The idea is you should at least know that this is a person who, you sort of trust. You don't want to be endorsing blogs if they're sort of bogus, is what I'm trying to say. Now here's D. Now I say I own 200. I can buy another 50, and I've got plenty of Eves to do it, so I'm going to do that. 50 shares buy, and I'm going to post a shout out, and that's another action. Maxed out now. D. Happy Monday. Publish the shout out, then I close this tab. So I just keep closing these tabs. Here, this person, I own nothing. I need to get her stock because she's bought stock in me, and this is about the engagement. So I can get 250 shares. It also uses up my Eves nice and quick. You can break down your share buys into smaller pieces to build more actions. I don't have time for that. That's why I don't bother. But take the time to post a shout out. Finish there. Come over here to these guys. I own 200 shares. Let's get 50 more. And then I can post a shout out. 50 more and oops. 50 more and I am maxed. Ow. Boom, you see it's not that bad. I'm getting through these tabs pretty quickly. Here's a guy who owns 400 shares in me. I own none in him. So obviously need to fix that. I don't have a whole lot of Eves left. This will use up pretty much the rest of them, but that's okay. I'll get more tomorrow, and if I really want to respond quickly, then I can always go sell people that I haven't engaged with, and I'll talk about that in just a second. So that takes care of him. Here's Liz. I'm already maxed out in her. I don't own any in Gay. Let me see if I have anything left to buy her shares with. I don't, but what I can do is come down here and say I'm all out of Eves, but I'll be back. And then what I can also do is add her to my I can add her to a list, right? Watch list, just so I remember to go back later and get to her. Close out. So now that I've spent all my Eves, I can't do much on any of the rest of these people. I'll have to come back to them, and what I will do is I will bookmark them all. But let's go back here to my home feed, because there's a couple other things I want to show you, and I've already used up almost 10 minutes on this video. So what else did I want to show you? I wanted to show you the notification section, because I noticed people sort of complaining about how it's difficult to navigate compared with the old way. But what you can do is when you click on your notifications, just ignore all this, come right down here to where it says view all notifications, because what they have done once you go there is they've given you a nice little sort of toolbar on the left hand side, where then it becomes very easy to browse your notification, and you can filter by very specific things here. You can just say show me all notifications, just where people have bought shares, where people have listed me, mention me, shout outs, and so on. So you can be very specific here about which notifications you see, and then again use my trick that I just showed you about right clicking and opening things in a new tab, so that you can kind of set up a whole bunch of things that you can follow up on at once, and you'll get a whole bunch of EAV actions in there, which counts a lot. And then, the idea, of course, is to just spend all your EVEs every day and then move on. Go have fun. Do something else. Or go join the communities. Join the forum that I've created, the Empire Avenue Moguls Forum. Come in here and post discussions. Add something to this. Join my community. I would love to see you here on Empire Avenue. As always, I would love for you to post your comments, your questions, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my channel, because you'll see a lot more great videos like this, and you'll see my other videos on my other topics like QuickBooks and Excel, and generally building and running a business. Might be helpful to you. So as always, your comments, questions, and concerns are welcome. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you on the web. This has been a special presentation from Nerd Enterprises Incorporated on Empire Avenue, some helpful navigation tips. Knowledge is power. Make an impact by learning more. Call me now at 866-945-8070 for information about private trainings. We record the live session with you so you can review it as often as you like afterwards.